Hey, yo, and welcome back to Wings and Things. I'm your host. What? You're mouthing words to me, and I don't know what you're saying.
I wasn't mouthing them at you.
He had to make it awkward.
Yeah, I had to make it awkward. I was on a roll. I had said like 7 words, and then you threw me all off. Welcome back to Wings and Things, everybody. I'm your host, Eric. Joining me today. Why are you laughing so much?
You should know to never don't look at me for instruction.
I'm trying.
You're doing
something
a great
new.
job. I'm sorry. I threw it off the rails.
Trying to like host this show.
It's hard being a single host, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really feel for you. I don't like the job. You're doing a fantastic job.
Producer Rob, everybody.
Hey, what's up, homies?
And also joining us, sports reporter / associate to the producer, David Howard. How are you, David?
What's good?
And in the control room, our audio engineer, owner of Grove House Studios, Cory. What's up?
Sup, everybody?
Everybody doing good?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
I'm so proud that you remembered the name of our
Got
studio.
the name in there really quick.
Because I heard that at some other show, like the producer or something completely forgot the name of the studio.
Yeah,
he was
for
in
20 minutes.
I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes later.
I just want to commend you for your memory and your preparedness.
I try.
Yeah.
I try. I put in work. I make an effort.
Where's your host partner? We're missing him.
Yeah, I think David said he had a scoop.
A hot scoop
where
of where
he
he
is.
was? I mean, you guys do hang out a lot together.
Saw it
Where is Matt?
Saw it on Reddit.
Reddit. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
on Reddit.
Yeah.
Where is he? Like, I know he's on vacation last episode.
So, little birdie told me he might be auditioning.
Well, he is a musician.
yeah.
So, okay, I'll give you that.
Not for that.
Oh.
To be the new Blippy.
The new Blippy. First of all, I didn't know there was going to be a new Blippy.
That's a steady gig.
I mean, that's solid. My daughter has Blippy on her iPad every single day. So, I mean, that's like
Got some sweet shoes, too.
All right, so knowing what I know about Blippy,
a lot of blue and orange.
if we put Matt in some colorful clothes, a beanie hat with a propeller on the top, he already wears glasses sometimes.
Yeah.
Clean shaven, I think he might be able to pull off Blippy.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
See?
We need to do. We need some like AI Photoshop.
Anybody
Matt
good
Van
at that?
Zandt
I
as
think we can work
Blippy.
this
I
out.
think I know a guy.
All right. I
Okay.
think that we're going to make this happen.
Yeah, let's
Shout out
Keep
Phil.
an eye on our Insta.
let's do
Or
that
our
and put it on Instagram or our threads. Yes, and we'll throw it on YouTube also.
Yeah,
At this point in the video, we'll put it up on.
What about the whole video? Like it's just a picture of Matt dressed up as Blippy.
Oh man,
I think that's nice.
that's gonna.
Yeah, we just want to support him.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah, cheer him on.
Absolutely. If you're gonna go after it,
Yeah.
we're behind you 100%.
100%. Although we do miss you.
That's good to know, though.
We need a
good to know.
clean. We need a clean intro.
Yeah, I tried, but Rob messed me up.
The effort.
love it.
The effort was there.
I love it.
I know.
It's supposed to be natural.
Producer Rob, why don't you produce the show? What are we doing today?
Okay. We have officially moved on to round 2. We've been through 16 different sauces at Buffalo Wild Wings now. We are through our first bracket. Eric's counting just to make sure. No, more than 16. We went more than 16?
24.
We went 24. Wow.
We've had 24 sauces. We have 12 that are moving on to the second round. So maybe there's somebody who's joining us for the very first time.
Work out here.
You're doing
doing math,
mental gymnastics
and
and
this
math
is-
in your head.
This is not going to work out.
While you're doing that, let me explain what we're doing, because there may be somebody that's listening for the very first time and they have no idea what's going on this season. So this season is the season of Buffalo Wild Wings. We really need them to sponsor us because we're giving them a whole lot of money this season.
Yeah, we
They
are.
don't care.
We are going through every single sauce that Buffalo Wild Wings serves, and we're doing it bracket style. So we have tasted every single sauce so far.
Good and bad.
Good and bad. That was round 1. And now the winners are all moving on to round 2. And here's where we stand. We have medium going up against Parmesan Garlic, which is what we're going to do tonight.
Heavy hitter.
That's going to be a big matchup. Mm-hmm. And then we have lemon pepper dry versus orange chicken.
The fruit bowl.
The fruit bowl. We're going to do both of those tonight. On the next episode, we're going to do teriyaki versus Caribbean jerk. And strong contender, jam and jalapeno versus sweet barbecue.
Ham and
jalapeno. Yes.
And then 2 episodes from now, we will have mild taking on Nashville hot, and then hot versus buffalo, which is a dry rub. That was really good that we had last episode.
Yeah, it surprised us all.
So that's where we are. Round 1 is over. The victors have proceeded on to round 2. This is where the contenders start to separate, and we start to kind of narrow the field down.
So this is my issue. My brain has stopped smoking. I have figured it out. And yes, we might have done this wrong. We have 12 sauces moving on now. We divide that in half, we'll have 6 winners.
Correct.
We divide that in half, we'll have 3 winners.
Yep.
So then are we just going to put those top 3 against each other?
You
I
got
was
it.
Okay. I was just
You
thinking
guessed
like
it, sir.
as far as we were going head to head.
The finale will be the top 3 in a 3-for-all.
A 3-for-all.
3-for-all to determine the winner. Yep.
You would think I'd know things like this, but no.
No, it's fine.
I'm
that's
a fly by the seat of
that's a
my
great
pants
question.
It'd
kind
be
of guy.
gold, silver, and bronze, if you will.
I like
Hey.
it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And as mentioned on our last episode, the 4 of us have all turned in secret ballots to sound engineer Cory.
Correct.
We have all picked a flavor, unbeknownst to the others, of what we think will win the ultimate competition. Last place has to eat. I can't even remember the name of the sauce. I'm so traumatized.
Blazing Knockout.
Blazing Knockout, which was powered by the Carolina Reaper. If you go back 2 episodes, you will hear us all painfully shriek as we suffered through 1. Loser has to eat 3. So stay tuned
Lord
to
help,
hear
Lord
one of
help
us
us all.
suffer.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
But tonight, we don't have to worry about that. In fact, this first round, I would actually go to the restaurant and this would be my half and half order. Like if I ordered 10, like give me 5 medium, give me 5 garlic parmesan, I am a happy guy.
Yeah, in the first episode where we did these, David, you wanted to combine the sauces. You were like, "This is
100%.
And I think he
Parmesan
did
garlic.
a couple days later. He said he
I
went
actually
somewhere.
did,
Yeah.
Did you get the bottle of sauce? Is that what you did?
I got the garlic parm bottle, and I had like medium buffalo on the wing itself.
Yeah. How was that?
Amazing.
Okay. So,
Well worth it.
well worth it. All right. Well,
Try it.
good. Good. But for this one, you can only pick one.
I might pick them both.
I don't think you can't do that, man. We got to go through.
Our show, I can do whatever I want.
Well, okay. Yeah.
That's just going to make the bracket really confusing. Just
give us a 4th in the finale.
Rest of us.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So we're starting with medium versus Parmesan garlic.
I'm going to eat garlic parmesan first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's to me, it's the milder flavor, and I don't want the spice to get in the way of it. Plus, it's
You start sweating, and
it secretly might be my favorite flavor.
this is the point in the previous episode where you
I'd already be sweating.
sweat
Oh, yeah.
into a paper towel, like you rubbed your head with a paper towel, and then you wrang it out and like
dripped on the floor.
And, it was disgusting.
I mean, I have like a cooling towel wrapped around my neck right now, just to if I
Yes.
need it. But I don't even need it. Like my body is cooling off at the moment because it knows that there's no spice in my hand right now.
All right. So what do we? So I hesitate to ask because we have like our predictions sealed away in a container. Should we get predictions for this matchup? You think we're gonna let our predictions that are
I think we gotta just get into it because I don't know. Like we have made predictions before, and then something sneaks up on us. And these 2 are so beloved.
yeah.
I know what I want to pick. I know what I'm going to pick, but I still might change my mind. To say that though, garlic parmesan exactly what I wanted.
It's so
creamy, just garlicky, and I have an unnatural addiction to Parmesan cheese. It is my favorite cheese in the world. There are times that if I have to make a quick lunch and I just don't want to do anything, I'll boil just some spaghetti noodles and then I'll dump literally half a container of Parmesan cheese on them.
Yeah, that's delicious.
And that will be my meal. And it's more cheese than it is noodles, but yeah, I mean, I could just bathe in Parmesan.
Such a good wing.
That Parmesan garlic is solid.
Really is.
I'm afraid the four of us, we might have a tie.
I feel like the only negative I'll say is it needs a touch more sauce.
I could get behind that. I really could.
That's the only negative I've got.
Touch more sauce.
Just a little bit.
I want them to be dusted in Parmesan cheese. That's what I want. Like, that's the one thing I would change. And you know what? They've been sitting for a second. Maybe they were. Maybe
they
just
were.
kind of like soaked in.
Yeah.
But still, like,
Flavor's
that's
so
just-
good.
That
Garlic
leaves
there.
me wanting
Super good.
nothing. Like, that's just, it meets everything that I want.
Yeah.
Good garlic flavor. Parmesan comes through.
I taste it. I taste everything. Like
It's all there.
super good.
Little teeny bit spice, not
Yeah,
There's
there's
just a-
like
just
there's
a
some
hint.
flakes on here that's
just
like
a hint of spice, but
I don't know, is that like red chili flakes?
maybe
It shouldn't be, but you're right. There's something
There's-
red in it.
little tiny spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised, and I like that.
No, I picked one up and I bit into it.
And now you're sweating.
Well, yeah. Yep. Turn the faucet on. All right. Well, then if I'm already sweating, then I'm going to lean
Go
into
for the
it,
medium.
and I'm
Yep.
just going to
You're
go
gonna
for the medium. Oh wait, no,
make it
no
happen.
ranch first. Gotta go dry.
Clean.
I'm excited about the medium because it's a classic wing. You kind of know what to expect. I'm looking forward to it.
That's a medium wing.
Yep.
It's buffalo sauce, smoky. I'm sweating a little bit, but my mouth's not on fire. Yeah.
Man. These are two great wings.
Even better with ranch.
I'm really disappointed that one of these has to be eliminated.
Said it when they had to go up against each other.
You did.
Man, I could order an entire plate of either of these flavors.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these are just two classic wing flavors that just make just about everybody happy.
Wow. David, what do you think?
I mean, this is exactly what a medium wing should be.
Yep.
You got the buffalo flavor, little heat. Might be a touch too vinegary,
Okay.
but I mean, I'm splitting hairs at that point.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we're looking for a flaw.
Yeah, yeah.
To
The other
eliminate one or the other.
maybe a little more sauce. This maybe just a touch vinegary, but I mean, I could eat 50 of these. Either one.
I want more. Yeah, that's just a good wing. Like that is the epitome of what you think of. Just give me a plate of buffalo wings.
yeah.
I don't care where you go, you order a plate of buffalo wings. You know, for the most part, what you're gonna get. 80%. The other 20, you know, might be a different sauce, might be a different heat level, but that taste is gonna be there, and that's just a good wing.
I had a conversation with a new friend, and
You're not allowed to make new friends, Eric. You have enough.
sorry, I do have enough, but this one is he's in the wing community, like he's somebody. But he said, and I agree with him, Buffalo Wild Wings, when they went public, they pushed wings to the center of the dinner table, and I think it's these two wings medium and the Parmesan garlic that really kind of elevated chicken wings and said, hey, these, you can have these as a meal.
Yeah.
Like these are fantastic.
Yep.
So, Cory, what are your thoughts?
Man, I love both of these wings. You guys are right. They're the epitome of what you think when you think of buffalo wing flavor. The medium, I get what you're saying, David, on the, maybe a touch too vinegary, but like it's so minute that it's almost like it's hard to notice because the flavor is so up front.
Yeah, like I said, I'm literally just splitting hairs.
Mm-hmm. I usually, I'm the hot guy when it comes to wings. I like the heat, but I love that Parmesan. Like it was the perfect mixture of Parmesan and garlic. Mm-hmm. So I'm having a really hard time again figuring out which one I like better.
And Parmesan garlic's almost like that wing you go to when you're like, I don't want anything spicy today.
Right. Yep.
Like I don't want any heat.
Absolutely.
I want something.
All right. Decision time. Rob.
Oh, man. It breaks my heart, but I'm going to go with medium.
Okay.
All right.
I just think...
What pushes medium over the edge for you?
So, I love Parmesan garlic wings, but I also think, as popular as they are, in the world of wings, that's still kind of almost like a niche flavor. When you think wings, I think buffalo sauce. Mild, medium, hot. I love whoever first thought of put Parmesan garlic on there, but for this specific matchup, I'm going to go with medium.
Going with medium. David.
I kind of still want to go Parmesan garlic. And either one of these could win this whole thing.
Yeah.
My justification is we still have mild.
Sure.
We still have buffalo.
Yep. Buffalo dry.
We still have hot. There's nobody on there like Parmesan garlic.
That's a great point.
That's a good point.
So we still got some buffalo choices.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I think I'm going to go Parmesan garlic.
All right. One medium.
1-1.
1-1.
Parmesan garlic. I'm debating in my head whether or not
It's all on you, Eric.
I'm going to. Well, Cory still has a vote.
He
Yeah,
does.
Cory's
And
still
he'll tie
voting.
us up, and then we have to flip a coin.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I want him to cast the deciding vote or if I'm going to do that myself.
It's so close.
It's so close. Man, this is
It really
hard.
is tough.
This is so tough.
They should have been in different divisions.
They should
Different halves,
have
yeah.
been. They should meet in the finals.
I blame the producer.
Yeah.
Me too.
I blame whoever made this bracket. This bracket could have been so much better. That's okay though. It's the bracket. It is what it is. Not every March Madness tournament is a winner.
No.
Like
Right,
sometimes
yeah.
there are duds. Like sometimes it's like
Still entertainment.
it's still entertainment. Sometimes UConn just blows through and beats everybody by 30 points a
double
game. And
digits
it's like,
every game.
all right.
And then sometimes Miami Heat shouldn't have been in the finals. Sorry to Miami Heat fans.
Oh, you're talking NBA.
Yeah, you went NBA on us.
All right.
I don't watch college ball. I watch NBA.
There's a lot of things wrong with that.
I know.
That's fine. Gosh, both of you make really compelling arguments. I agree 100% with Rob that medium flavor is what I think of when I think of I want some wings. And that comes to mind. I don't think of Parmesan garlic wings when I'm like, I'm going to have some wings tonight. But David is also 100% right that we've got some other contenders that bring that heat.
Same flavor profile.
And Parmesan garlic is totally different. But the question is,
Which do you think is best?
what do I want to eat?
Yeah. Next.
What do I think is best? If I'm in the store, if I'm sitting down at the booth, I'm looking at a menu and I want to eat wings, I think I want to eat medium.
Yeah, it's tough to turn away.
I think I want to eat medium because if I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings to get wings, I'm going to get buffalo wings. Like the thought in my head is, let me go get buffalo wings.
You want the ranch, you want the celery and the carrots,
right?
And just the
All that said, if I have those buffalo wings, like you said, if I'm going to do a split,
it's these two
medium
flavors.
and Parmesan garlic, I'm going to be so happy with that.
Yep. Same thing. You pull up to a party and somebody says, "Hey, we're having wings." You're gonna expect to see medium, but if you see a big old plate of Parmesan garlic, you're still gonna be happy. It's like, oh, all
Yeah,
right.
sure. Yeah.
It's 1A and 1B.
Right. All right. So medium 2, Parmesan garlic 1.
Uno.
Cory, what are your thoughts? What is your decision?
I too agree with everything y'all have said about both of these wings. I like them both. I like them both a lot. But I'm like you, Eric. I'm like you, David. It's just the medium. It screams that buffalo flavor, and that this is what I want when, I'm cooking out with friends and we're, doing whatever, we want wings, and I think of that classic flavor, buffalo wing. So I'm going to go medium.
All right. Woo. Medium 3-1. Man.
I mean, it's literally a coin flip.
It really was.
That's
Absolutely.
I'm disappointed that Parmesan garlic is out.
So I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised though. Like I know that was a big matchup, and absolutely it could have gone the other way. But at the same time, that was probably the most likely answer. I'm very happy about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, man, that was a tough one. That was a tough, and I'm afraid that they're all going to kind of be that way from now on.
It's going to get harder and harder. There's a couple.
there's a
in
couple
this
in
second
There's a couple
round that's
still
like, all
that we're
right,
like,
well, but you're right. As we get further and further along, and if it's this tough now, wait till we get to that top 3.
Oh man,
Like, because and what's it going to be if it's going to end up like mild, medium, hot?
yikes! I hope not. Like I hope we'll get some different flavors in there. And
Well, you just eliminated
we
one.
just eliminated one. Yes, I know.
No.
But I'm hoping that it's not just all buffalo. But yeah. Speaking of eating wings, and just wings in general, I don't know if you guys know this. There's a wing festival coming up in a few weeks. The National Buffalo Wing Festival, held in Buffalo, New York. It's coming up.
We got to go one of these years.
We do.
We gotta get up
52
there.
days away? 51 days away?
I don't know.
Something like that?
From the day we're recording or the day that this episode drops?
From right now that we're recording.
The day we're recording.
Yes. But it's happening over Labor Day weekend in Buffalo, New York. And a few weeks ago was July 4th. And they always have the Nathan's famous hot dog eating competition.
How does that guy do it?
It's amazing.
Joey Chestnut.
Chestnut's amazing. But at the Buffalo Wing Festival, they also have a wing eating competition. The same federation that does Nathan's famous hot dog does the wing eating competition at the National Wing Festival.
You almost said boneless.
I know. I
Ooh.
don't know why I said
Don't do that. I'm going to get kicked out of here.
So there's all sorts of like eating competitions, right? On July 3rd, there was a key lime pie eating competition.
No thanks.
Joshua Mogul ate a key lime pie in 3 minutes and 35 seconds in Key West, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seems slow.
That's like a no hands, like you gotta
get after
whatever.
it. That'd probably be good. We had our whole talk about sours and how does that help with. I bet a key lime pie would probably help with spice.
It probably
Sour
would.
and creamy.
Yeah,
Plus, it's
for
got
sure.
bread in it.
Yeah.
That might be like a secret
Like
weapon.
that graham cracker crust.
Yeah, I don't like
yeah.
key lime pie, and plus whipped cream on top of it. That's
Yeah.
the dairy. Mm-hmm. I might put up with it for that.
So, all this like competitive eating thing got me thinking, and I found this article on Mental Floss. mental floss.
Great website.
Yeah. They have 17 secrets of a competitive eating champion. So there's this guy. His name is Yasser Salem.
Always kind of wondered how they prep for this. This is going to be nice.
Yeah. So this guy used to do competitive eating, but now he's like a marathon runner and like cyclist and like all this kind of stuff. So he's
Two opposite ends of the spectrum, but
completely
all right.
opposite ends of the spectrum. So here's his 17 secrets, right? Number 1, there's no manual.
Yeah,
That's it.
that makes sense.
So, yeah, he basically says like you got to get advice from other competitive eaters, and they kind of help
Everybody's
you
different.
along.
Figure out what
Everybody
works.
helps you kind of get there. He says, but there is a season and a professional association. So that's that Major League Eating that does the Nathans, does the Buffalo Wing Festival, all that kind of stuff. The contests are shows for people to come and watch. So they're usually like outside where a lot of people can congregate and do that
Usually
kind
at
of stuff.
festivals, fairs, things like that.
Right. So yeah, he says water is a competitive eater's most important training tool. Yeah. So typically, like you'll see in the competitions, they use water to kind of like soften up, especially if
they dip the bread
soften
in
the
it.
bread
Yeah.
and kind of help it slide down a little bit. But he said after watching that first Nathan's competition, he decided he was going to try right then to eat 20 hot dogs and buns. He says, I did 3 or 4 and I was like, I'm done. I can't continue. And so he realized he needed to increase his stomach capacity.
Yep. Yeah.
So competitive eaters will drink like a gallon of water
That's what I was
a
thinking,
day
to stretch
kind
their
of like
stomach.
stretch their
Yeah.
stomachs out. Yeah. And that's part of their conditioning. He says like
I would never leave the bathroom.
no, you're right. He says a gallon weighs 8 pounds. So that's a gallon of water is 8 pounds. He says most people don't consume that in a eating competition.
No.
So if you can do that, then hot dogs, wings, chili, pizza, whatever it is, you can kind of understand. It's a little bit easier to do that. Yeah, he said 2 or 3 times a week he steams 6 to 8 pounds of broccoli and cauliflower, quote, and a couple pounds of sauerkraut, and eats it in about 20 minutes. That's a lot.
Seems awful.
Yeah, that does not seem fun.
No, it doesn't even
Sauerkraut
sound
seems
appetizing.
really heavy.
Yeah. They work out their jaw muscles.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's
that
a
makes
lot of
sense.
jaw work. He says they bite down on silicone tubes.
Okay.
Doctors recommend those for patients who've had jaw surgery or like kids that have sensory issues that need to chew on things or whatever. So they do that. Breathing control is huge. He says there's a rhythm to breathing. You gotta as you're eating, you gotta be able to breathe.
Learn to swallow and yeah.
Yeah.
Or else you get the hiccups. Ugh.
Oh. They review game tape. They video themselves and then they like watch it back and
Could have dunked that dog quicker.
What's
Well,
the locker room like on something like that?
Yeah. He says this in the article, quote, a lot of times eaters, myself included, think we're going a lot faster when we actually are. When you videotape yourself, you reveal what's actually happening. Am I chewing too long? Am I messing with the hot dog too long? Should I be breaking the food faster? It's a lot of analysis and tweaking.
Okay.
So, yeah. They get help from hypnotherapists and biofeedback specialists. So there's like a mental block that you've got to be able to overcome.
Yeah.
And they can do that through hypnotherapy and biofeedback.
A lot more involved than I would have anticipated.
Yeah. This one was really interesting to me. The best competitive eaters are in shape.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So basically, he says if you look at the top eaters, like the top 15 or 20, they're all in shape with very rare exceptions. The fittest eaters have a low body fat percentage and work out a lot. I've continually worked out and decreased my body fat over the years, and I've seen my performance increase from 20 to 25, and now I'm at 30 hot dogs. There's a theory about why the skinnier people make better competitive eaters, and it's called the fat belt theory. It started off as a joke, but there's a lot of truth to it. If you think about it, there's only a finite amount of space in your abdomen. You're constrained by your rib cage. That's all the space you have to work with. If you have fat, it can hinder your ability to eat and fill the space up. So
The visceral fat
yeah,
keeps your stomach from
interesting.
expanding.
I don't even like hot dogs, so I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Well, they're not sweet, though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Sweet tarts, you might be
sweet
able to.
tarts I might do.
Yeah, put
Wings I'll do all day long.
Put
but,
those sweet tarts on a
hot
bun,
dogs?
might be good to go.
And like a donut bun? Yeah.
Oh.
See?
Number 9, they specialize.
Yeah.
So eaters compete in categories: counting foods, weighing foods, technique, and capacity. So counting foods are like the hot dogs. Like it's however many you can do in a certain amount of time. And either you eat it or you don't. Wings are typically done by weight. So you have a basket or a bucket or something or other, and you weigh it beforehand and you weigh it after to see how much you eat. He says the hardest category to compete in is capacity, which uses foods like chili. If you're consuming something that's more fluid,
That's awful.
yeah, you got to kind of figure out how to do the capacity. Joey Chestnut, this is a quote from Salem, Joey Chestnut can do 2 gallons of chili, which weighs more than water. So if he's doing 2 gallons of chili, we're talking in the neighborhood of 19 to 20
I was going
pounds.
to say, that's got to be 20 pounds. Easy.
Yeah.
I just started feeling so unwell thinking of eating that much chili.
I'm getting
That's a
the
lot of
most
chili.
negative meat sweats just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That sounds
number
like a horrible
10.
idea.
Number 10, comfortable clothes are a must.
God, yeah. No,
Yeah.
showing up in
No
spandex,
no
and a
spandex.
sports bra.
Salem says, quote, I wore spandex 2 years ago and all the guys made fun of me, so I didn't do that anymore. I wear shorts that have an elastic waistband, and I usually wear a size medium shirt, but in competition, I wear a large. So you just want to be as loose as possible. They do eat on competition days.
Okay.
So
Like stretching.
it's kind of like stretching, yeah. You wake up in the morning, you haven't eaten for 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
You're tired. More than anything, you want the energy to go into the contest. You have to think of it like a sport. You can't go into a marathon without having some food in your stomach because you need the energy to get through it.
Makes sense.
But they never sit down. When you're sitting, you're halfway compressed. It's the worst situation to be in. Standing up helps open the space and you can move around.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Liquids are lubricants, not thirst quenchers. So you want to get it down into your stomach as quickly as possible, and liquid takes up space. And
Yep, smallest amount of liquid that you can use.
condiments are a no-no.
Of course not. That's just space.
Yep. There's no such thing as pacing yourself.
Oh, no, yeah. You got to go.
You got to get it in your mouth and get it
Because
down.
aren't most of these timed?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. Chipmunking wins competitions. So that's when they, you can,
Pack it
basically
in
the rules say whatever is in your mouth at the end of the time will count as long as you can get it down in 30 seconds. So if it's a 10-minute competition, you have 10 minutes and 30 seconds to clear
got
your
it.
mouth.
Got it.
And so,
That makes sense. Last second, shove like 2 more hot dogs in your mouth or something.
yep.
And
Yep. And as long as you can swallow it, then you're okay. And then last thing, which I thought was really interesting, the eaters decide how they'll break a tie. So unbelievable though as it may seem, sometimes competitive eaters do tie, and in that event, they'll decide the terms of the eat off, usually a quantity of food or time. It's usually just better to do time, Salem says. If we hit our max in regulation, 10 minutes, and we talk about eating 5 more hot dogs, it might not happen. So it's usually better to choose time. The time's going to happen no matter what.
yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking like, you just downed 21 hot dogs, 3 in your mouth in the last 30 seconds, and this guy ties you, and you're like, I gotta eat 5 more.
Yeah. Nah.
I might
Pass.
just take second place. Like, what's the purse on second versus first? I know first wins like 10 grand, but
Yeah. So with that in mind, what eating competition do you think that you would dominate?
there are 2
Okay.
that come to mind right off the bat. And the first one, wings.
Wings.
Like I think I would not dominate, but I bet I could podium.
Okay.
And then the other one, if you probably put some kind of candy, like a candy eating competition or
Yeah.
something, like I
Cokes.
could. I could probably do that. Yeah, I could probably drink more Cokes than somebody in a day or something. But
See, that was something they talked about in the liquids part, is like the carbonated beverages and how the gas like fills up your stomach, and it's just a lot harder to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful what kind of soda, because they have different kinds of carbonation. And, yeah,
Right.
It doesn't really affect me anymore.
Back in my college days, I had a bet with my my first roommate that I could eat 12 corn dogs. And it
Was
has
there a
been
time limit on this?
There was I think we said like 20 minutes. It was like basically a whole bag of frozen corn dogs.
Did you go to school, LSU?
Does LSU fans smell like corn dogs? Yes.
The answer is yes.
News to me.
We'll have to show you that website. And since then, and this is going on 20 years, I have not had a corn dog since.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
say
about
that food competitions, and I love food, I love lots of food, are probably not for me. I won at 12, and then I, of course, being me and not as bright in my late teens, I could eat 2 more, and I did not eat 2 more.
Womp womp.
So you did the 12.
I did the 12.
Okay. That's impressive.
That is impressive.
Man.
There is something, like I am a thinner human being. I am a thinner guy. There is something to be said to that, like, there's more space to grow, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can expand a little more. Your stomach doesn't have as much pushing against it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think there is exceptions to that rule, but yeah, I think generally speaking,
Yes, for sure.
Like Eric Badlands Booker is huge. Like he's
Giant.
He's
Human.
giant.
Yeah.
But he's a competitive eater, and he does everything. He does the hot dogs, he does wings, he does pizza, he does lemonade, like those kinds of things. Like he's just he's a hoss though. Howard, what about you? Is there anything you think you could dominate in?
I think chicken wings would be one for sure. And then the other one I thought of was crab legs.
Oh.
I can destroy crab legs.
Okay, but are you just thinking about eating it, or do you have a good technique?
Oh, I can crack and go.
I'll tell you, my wife
I'm a pro.
is like a magician when it comes to crack. Now, she worked at Joe's Crab Shack for a while.
Yeah.
And you used to live in Jacksonville, so I'm sure y'all are used to eating dirty trash food. But
Watch it.
I'd like to see that. I could do that too. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Put away some crab legs.
Yeah,
Not
I think
shrimp.
that's-
Shrimp's too heavy, but crab legs.
Yeah. Crab legs, you definitely have to have a technique.
Yeah.
Because I would not be able to do that because I don't have a good cracking technique. But yeah, if you perfected the technique, like
Now, are you utensils or no utensils?
I don't use utensils.
Okay, because that was the problem I was having. Is I thought you had to use the cracker and the fork. And
No.
Christine was like, no, and she just. Yeah, I'll teach you one day. It's
No, you
magical.
get the right movement, crack that leg, you can get the whole
it.
meat.
The right
Oh
spot.
yeah, you
the
crack it
whole
right in the middle,
get
just
leg meat out.
Man,
gentle
full leg
and
meat.
bop.
we need to go get some seafood.
I'm
Hey,
in the mood for
I
crab.
put it out there. We need to go rent that beach house that I sent you guys pictures of, and we need to go on a resort or a retreat.
Hey, let's do it.
Field trip.
Sign me
Season
up.
Podcast
3
field
kickoff
trip.
or something.
That's where season 3 will be filmed
Yes.
or will be recorded.
Sign me up, man.
What about you, Eric?
I don't know. I could not do hot dogs.
Pizza, donuts.
Possibly donuts if they were like Krispy Kreme, hot and ready. Hot,
they just,
hot
like,
donuts
disappear.
now. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like they just disappear. They're
they just
air
melt.
anyway. So just like I can eat 47 of them and they're like take up no space in my stomach.
I want to see that.
Especially if they were like right off the line. Like if I could just
like
stand
a
in the back.
conveyor
When the
You're
light
right.
turns
Yeah.
red and you just start going.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think, I would love to say that I could put away some wings, but I like to enjoy my food. Like I don't want to like just be shoving it down my mouth. Like,
Sure.
I
It shouldn't be a chore. It's not a job. You don't want your food to hurt you. But
Yeah.
there is something about the competition
Sure. 100%.
All right. Speaking of competition, are we ready for round 2?
Next matchup.
It's
It's the Fruit Bowl, boys.
so this is
We need some music for the Fruit Bowl, like a da 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 kind of.
Yes.
So lemon pepper dry, because they gave us the wrong lemon pepper the first time.
Yep.
Versus orange.
Which I'm kind of glad they gave us
chicken.
the wrong lemon pepper the first time because
I know you
the
didn't
wet-
like the wet, but I really liked the wet.
the wet was
It was just lemon chicken.
it was just lemon chicken.
I really like citrus. I mean, it was
No,
good.
I do too.
I love it too. In my mixed drinks.
All right, so Rob is working on dividing up the wings. Cory has entered the studio from his control room. He's waiting for his wings so that we can figure this out. This is lemon pepper first. Cool. Yeah, so lemon pepper, it's a dry rub, so not very saucy. As we all know, and we are contractually obligated to say, I like a wet wing, so.
We have a hard time telling this apart.
Yeah, I don't know which one is which. All right, orange chicken. I'm going to take the smallest one so that Rob has to take the biggest one
Beautiful.
because we know what happens to Rob in orange chicken.
Where are we going first?
Let's do orange chicken first. Why not? Now, I think last time, if I remember correctly, we were talking about how the orange chicken doesn't taste like orange chicken from Panda Express.
Correct.
Like if you think about orange chicken that you've had at Panda Express and you expect that for this wing, you're gonna be disappointed.
Correct. And no disrespect to Panda Express, but you're thinking cheap, sweet, sticky, just no level to it. It's nothing but sweet.
Exactly.
Whereas
no
this-
disrespect at all. I
Yeah,
actually
this-
had orange chicken last night.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I
We had
refuse to
Panda
eat
Express.
Panda Express ever again.
Had orange chicken and Beijing beef.
Did you make it home in time?
Well, I got it to go, so I was already at home.
It was all right.
So it was fine.
Sorry, Rob.
I didn't have any issues.
It's all right.
I don't have any issues from orange chicken anyway. So it is what it is. All right.
All right,
So
diving in.
diving in. Go for it. You've already had your orange chicken, right?
Just finished it.
What'd you think?
I mean, just kind of I didn't really like it.
Okay.
I mean, it's orange,
Yeah.
a little sweet.
The orange flavor is there. The orange
Yeah.
flavor is really strong.
Yeah.
There's a little sweetness there. But
That's about the end of it.
it's not the Panda Express orange chicken, which is fine.
See, it's funny. For me, it's the opposite. It's more sweet than orange. Like, I'm not getting any orange. It's not bad. It's just kind of boring.
It is kind of boring.
Boring.
I agree. Cory, what are your thoughts on the orange chicken?
It's very bland. I got no like that orange citrusy kick. There was like one little hit of spice, then no more spice. It was
Yeah,
It
I
was
didn't
the
get any
weirdest thing.
spice. That's amazing.
I guess I
You
got a
some spice from it.
Yeah, I guess I got one where there was like enough sauce drenched in it that there was a little bit of a kick, but it was just very boring. I like that. I like kind of that term for this. It was just meh.
I felt it too, Cory, that it wasn't so much the sauce. As I breathed, kind of like while I was eating it, the back of my throat got a little warm. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's something, but no, it was,
Then it went away.
yeah, that was very one-dimensional.
Yes.
Well, as we learned last episode, flavor is not just about taste. It's also about sight and
Oh,
smell.
I forgot to shove this up my nose and I forgot all-
and hearing.
You got to listen to
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right. The ears.
The
You
ears.
forgot. Yeah. Hold on. It sounds boring.
Sounds boring.
All right. Lemon pepper dry.
David Howard, what you think?
These look crunchy.
Lemony, peppery, good flavor on the chicken. Still moist. Good crunch. I mean, that was... I'm going to go ahead and say that's my winner of this round. It's not even close.
I'm with you on everything but the moist. And it wasn't, I mean, the chicken's not dry. But it was good. It was crunchy. I want a little more flavor, though.
I'm not getting any lemon or pepper.
Mine was drenched in both.
Mine's not. And it's
Completely
it just
covered.
tastes like a plain wing.
Is there more in there?
I don't know. There's one more.
Mine was completely
And I have
covered.
a
Like
lot
you
of
could
seasoning in the
visibly see the pepper.
I'm rubbing this last wing in the seasoning. So I can taste it.
This one has a pretty good coating. And I was getting the lemon. I wasn't getting much pepper, but that's fine. by
I got
me.
both right away.
Oh.
Got it now?
You're flinging chicken on the floor. Come on, man.
So that last bite, heavily coated. Oh, yeah. Lemon, pepper, everything.
Got everything. Cory, what about you? Lemon pepper.
I really enjoyed that wing. It had the exact lemon zest, I should say.
Yeah,
that
I just went dead.
something went dead.
Unplug myself.
You gotta keep your headphones plugged in, buddy.
He unplugged his headphones.
Oh, good.
Now I'm back. That'll be a fun
Freakouts from the audio engineer. It had that lemon zest that was really nice, and the pepper, you could taste the pepper, but it was really well balanced. I liked that wing.
I liked how crunchy it was. I know it was a dry rub, and that probably helps because
Yeah.
it wasn't soaking in
Yeah.
sauce. But when I want a chicken wing, like I want it to be crunchy without breading. I'm gonna go with David Howard. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to say that lemon pepper wins my vote.
The lemon pepper seasoning is a great mix of lemon and pepper. If you get the seasoning on the chicken, then it's really good.
Yeah.
If it all falls off to the
If
box,
it all falls, then you're like, I didn't get anything. So you gotta make sure you're getting the seasoning on it. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think the lemon pepper wins this one just because the orange chicken is just kind of boring. And the lemon pepper, the nice thing about the lemon pepper is because it's a dry rub, if I don't get seasoning, there's dry rub in the box to like put on the wing. I don't like having to do that because I want my wing to taste the way that they intended
right out
to.
of the box when you picked it up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's nice that it's there, and I can just be like, oh, let me just put a little seasoning on it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go lemon pepper. Also, that's 3-0 for lemon pepper. But Cory, what are your thoughts? What's your pick?
Well, it was a very difficult one. No, I'm going to go lemon pepper. That's a 4-0. That is a sweep.
Remind me, who did orange chicken? I know you told me at the beginning of the episode. Who did they play?
Orange chicken in round 1 went up against honey barbecue.
I do. Okay, I remember that. Now, yeah, the barbecue was very boring. Just like the orange chicken, though, they had an easy.
I think
first
it
matchup.
was, just the less boring of the two.
Well, I mean that fits. I mean, lemon pepper should move on.
Yeah, I agree.
So should Parmesan garlic.
That's the struggle, right? It's like,
That was a hard one.
yeah.
That was a really
should've
hard
gone.
matchup.
Yeah, speaking of Parmesan garlic, I still have one on my plate, and I'm excited to wrap this podcast up so I can eat that one.
I might throw something at you and steal it. I'm not sure.
No microphones. Anything else?
Headphones?
Headphones are fine. Apparently, they're not working right this time. So
They work great when you plug them in.
Hey,
All right, so moving on from this round 2, the beginning of round 2, medium in a close one, and lemon pepper dry.
man, that's still. I know I said it earlier in the episode. That's still going to be a tough matchup.
That's going to be a tough matchup.
I think medium's probably got the leg up.
I think so too.
like dripping over here. I don't know why.
Nothing spicy, sir.
I know. It's just leftover from weeks beyond.
So yeah, any final thoughts?
I am just so happy to get to eat chicken wings on
Yeah.
a regular basis.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say this. I'm a creature of habit. I always order the same flavor when I generally order from my favorite place. I don't deviate. So I've had a chance to eat a lot of different wings that I wouldn't have and try some things that I normally wouldn't. And there's some things I now know that I wouldn't hate if I had to eat it. So yeah, this has expanded my view a little bit.
Wonderful.
Very good.
Thanks.
I'm glad we did this for you.
Just for me.
Just for you.
What it's all about.
What's our matchup next episode?
Next episode is going to be teriyaki versus Caribbean jerk.
Caribbean jerk's going to be kind of like a sleeper.
Well, if you remember Caribbean jerk, remember that it was very sweet.
I do.
And we were
We were a little disappointed with its jerkiness.
Yeah.
Or its lack of jerkiness, maybe.
Yeah. So next episode, I'm going to come with some research on what it is. And yeah, we'll taste the wing first, and then I'll drop the knowledge bomb on everybody.
Maybe I'll try to plan a good Jamaican wild card.
Ooh, very good.
Maybe.
So teriyaki versus Caribbean jerk, and then jam and jalapeno versus sweet barbecue. Jam and jalapeno.
I feel like I know where that
good.
one's going.
I feel like I know where that one's going too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
have my
I
opinion
even
already.
voted for the jalapeno.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it's gonna be fun.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Now, did I hear rumor that there may be like a super secret bonus type episode coming out soon, or is that just rumor and hearsay?
Yeah, that's rumor and innuendo.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, innuendo
Anything
is
about that.
different than hearsay. So,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
You're making stuff up.
making stuff up.
yeah.
Am I just wishing because there's a national holiday coming up, or something that should be a national holiday? Maybe.
You're just.
Oh, well, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, that's all we can say right now. Hey, Cory,
Yes, sir.
any final thoughts?
You know, I don't have any main final thoughts. I'm just very happy to be included in this and to not be locked away in my dungeon watching green meters bounce on a computer screen the entire time.
You need some better things to look at. That sounds very boring.
As we close the door tighter from you.
That's right. Hey, but thanks to Cory at Grove House Studios for letting us record
Absolutely.
here. This is fantastic. If you need
Super excited to have you guys.
any recording needs, he's your guy. He
No
can do
other
it.
studio is going to smell like chicken wings.
That's a valid point. That's a
That's
valid point.
one of my favorite parts of this is the next 3 days I get to work with the smell of wing sauce.
Love it.
Amazing. Hey, follow us on Instagram at Wings Things Pod. Hey, follow us on Threads at
Hey,
Wings Things Pod.
Hey, subscribe to us on YouTube.
Guess it.
Search for Wings Things Pod and find us. Hit that
All
subscribe
across.
button, smash the like button, turn on the bell so you get all the notifications, all that kind of fun thing.
One day you might actually get to see our face.
One day, maybe, possibly.
The
We'll
more
s-
of you that
we'll
like
see.
us, then the more of you will show.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, we try on there. Like, we're not doing our faces yet, but like there's a little scoreboard when we're like making our picks and stuff, and like you can see the bracket up there and everything. Like
Our social media
we're
manager is just on point.
we're trying. We're trying.
Should be. Gets paid a lot.
Yeah. Also, if you're a wing chaser, if you're out and about having wings at different places, give us a call, 770-580-3758. Call us, tell us about your wings, tell us where we need to go and try our wings, and who knows, maybe we'll get there
One day.
one
Road
day.
trip.
One day. Yeah. So appreciate you guys listening to us. For producer Rob, for associate to the producer David Howard, for audio engineer Cory, I'm Eric. Thank y'all for joining us. See you next time.
Peace and love.
See ya.
Bye.